What up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning to you guys. Hope you guys are having a fantastic week. It is Tuesday in San Bernardino, and it is pouring rain. We wanted rain, we got some rain now. So stop complaining. And my biggest complaint right now is these freaking potholes. Good Lord, I broke my rim. Two rims have been broken in the last 30 days. Um, so either we fix these potholes or I get better at my driving, one or the other, but it's not my fault. You guys already know the name of the game, JP with Ponce and Ponce Realty, dropping some knowledge, dropping some seeds to help you guys grow your business. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today's little topic I want to run by is something that caught my attention about a week ago, and I wanted to share it, but I was in the middle of something, and I didn't get a chance to write it down because I like to write down my topics and things that I want to talk about because I want to make it as valuable as possible for you so that you keep hitting the like button, so that you keep checking out these videos, and hopefully you're sharing them. Trying to do my best to give you guys the best content possible. Today's topic is going to be called the background. And the reason I say the background is because I get a lot of times, I'm checking out, just like you check out content, I check out content as well, other content creators and stuff like that. And I think it's a fabulous thing, when you're helping other people make money in real estate, giving them advice, helping them save money, and etc. I think it's something that as a human we should all do. Always give back. But what I tend to find a lot of, and this has just become recently, is a lot of gurus, right? A lot of investor gurus, a lot of real estate gurus, and they only speak about their current journey. And their current journey is obviously, with the current situation they're in, is going to more than likely be successful, because or else they wouldn't be sharing their information, right? They wouldn't be out there. But they don't share how you got to that point, which I always like to call stage number one, right? Stage number one is the struggle, the keeping it real, the saying things that might have been embarrassing during that time period that I just don't want to say because I don't want to be embarrassed or etc. And I'm a very open person. I don't I like to keep it real as much as I can. I'm not a very private. I'm very private when it comes down to my family. But as far as my struggles in business, my struggles in earning money, I keep it real, man. I don't like to fake it, and this is the stage number one where a lot of content creators only talk about how they struggled and now I'm successful, right? There's a very motivational, well, I'm going to say a coach. He calls himself a coach. Very big name out there in the industry. And I checked out his bio, right? And I was very surprised on the bio. I just couldn't believe it. You come from a wealthy family. We know this, right? But he painted himself a picture of, the poor guy, struggles, with addiction and I was very broke and living in a one bedroom, one bath apartment, which is everybody's typical story, which I think kind of gets old, man. But if it's real, it's real. I have no problem with that. But I know your backstory, and it's not what you claim it to be, right? Aside from me not liking, their motto and the way they operate, it doesn't mean that maybe they're wrong. Based on some testimonials, it looks like a lot of them are, a lot of his followers are doing very well. So that's cool. Congratulations to them. I just don't believe in that, right? That's just me. Nonetheless, we need to dig in always into the background, right? The small bits and pieces, because that's where the money is at. The money is not in the stage number two where you're making money. No, it's not. The money is in the struggle and in the ups and downs, right? Money makes things easier. Doesn't mean you're not going to have struggles in stage number two in your life, right? Or in your business, I'm sorry. But it does make things a lot easier. It does, absolutely. I don't care what anybody says. So for me, the investor side of me, right? Because I can get into the real estate side of me as well. But the investor side of me did not start 10 years ago, which I've shared with you guys many, many times. 2008, when the market crashed, I went completely broke. Prior to that, I was doing very well. I was doing very well in real estate. I was doing very well in investments. And I'm not gonna say millions and millions. I'd be lying to you, But I was doing well. I was in the seven figures as far as total combined income. But I got a lot of knowledge since I broke into the business, which was in 2000, actually 1999 when I dropped out of high school, right? Started at a real estate, started picking up trash for a company, started doing that, and then, they put me into the real estate company, got my real estate license, learned a lot about investments because that's technically it was a crash course for us, which I had to learn on my own. It wasn't something that the investor was helping me with because, they were running their business and they were very busy and there wasn't no time to teach, right? It was just run. But I paid a lot of attention. Then I got my real estate license and I was able to understand the entire picture, running comparables, what a property is worth, what's a good condition, what's a bad condition. And then I learned a lot from the flipping side of what a contractor should charge for these services because this company was doing a lot of business. So I learned a lot of bits and pieces. And yes, I did a few investments prior to 2008. I did a few. I don't recall the exact number, but I did a few. Come 2008, market crash. I went completely broke, right? One car got repossessed. The other car I was able to get out. It was embarrassing. Worst time of my life. Went from a big house. From just so you can just get a background picture. I bought the house brand new. The day I got the keys handed to me, I gutted the entire house and I remodeled it my way, which is really stupid, right? But I was making a lot of money, so I didn't really care. The issue is that I learned a lot from that 2000 to 2007, 2008 stage in my life. During that time, I learned a lot, and then when I lost everything, I was able to recap everything that I'd gone through and where I made the mistakes. And the biggest mistake I made is I was, number one, very young. I was making a lot of money, but I was spending a lot of money as well, and I had no residual income, right? You're an employee. You got unemployment, right? We as real estate agents don't have that. Long story short, 2008, which is 2024 now, myself and my brother, right? We have a lot more than we had during the 2000 to 2007 stage, right? The reason for that is not because, I found a great deal. No, it was because I was able to leverage my relationships. I was able to leverage even the little bit of money I had, maximize it to its potential to make that first deal. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is fast forward 2010, I believe that was when we bought the first investment. We had no money, but I had a really good friend of mine, Mr. Robert Chavis. Good dude. Known him for a while, right? His mom knew me very well. I'd done a lot of business with her, and she trusted me very well. So Robert obviously trusted me very well, put me in contact with one of his uncles who had a trucking company and had a lot of money available. I didn't have the money. I was broke. But I did have the knowledge of what a good deal was, how to buy it, how to fix it, and how to sell it, right? So I wasn't able to make 100% profit. I was not able to make 100% profit on every flip because I had to borrow money. And even today, right? Sometimes I use a hard money lender, sometimes I use our cash, depends on what we have at our disposal, right? We obviously try to use the bank the least amount as possible, but sometimes if you know how to leverage, you can make more money using the money's bank. The bank's money, I'm sorry. So why am I sharing this story? I'm sharing this story, ladies and gentlemen, because I think that right now we're going to be going into, right, and this is just personal opinion, so I'm not giving you any legal advice or any investment advice. You take it for what it is. But we're going through a very, very special time in real estate. So many different things going on as far as rent hikes, as far as not enough building available, as far as a lot of investors are trying to build a new construction now, right? So we're going through this stage where It's a bit of, I call it the gray area. You got the white area, which everybody's happy. You got the black area, which is very difficult, right? And then you got the gray area where it transitions. This is that gray area. This is that time when it transitions that you're able to negotiate. If you know how to negotiate, if you know how to look for deals, how to negotiate better deals for yourself, better outcomes, better profits. So during this stage, you have to have already had the knowledge. If you don't have the money, who cares? Money comes. Money comes for free. Swear to God it does. But you have to have the knowledge. You have to understand the market. You have to understand the business. Therefore, if you're barely getting the knowledge and getting the experience, right, of what a good deal is, you might be a little late. And if you're not late, you better hurry up. You better hurry up. This is that time when broke people become millionaires overnight. Yes, they do. Me and my brother, we're a testament to that. We had the knowledge. We didn't have the money. We got the money together. We found the deals. We were able to negotiate deals, put them in escrow. We didn't make as much profit, but I was making 50-50. 50-50. On top of that, I was making a commission because I was charging my commission. I always say, the investor that buys a deal because they can do the work is not an investor. All you're doing is buying yourself a job. Now, would I lie to you and tell you that, hey, during the first couple of deals, did you cut some corners and make some of the repairs yourself? And I'm going to say absolutely yes. Yes, I did. Why? The reason why was because during that time there was not much business in real estate. So therefore, to keep myself busy, right? Every deal that we purchased, I made some of the repairs. So you can save some money and I can pay myself some money from as a contractor, as an employee. I was making a little bit of money there. And then I was also making money on the commission side. So it was a win-win situation. If you really, really look at it, I'm going to guesstimate. I was making 60-65% of the profit because I was charging a commission. I was getting my 50-50, plus I was making a little bit of money on the repairs myself. And it was a fabulous thing. It was awesome, right? But am I going to tell you that it was an overnight sensation like a lot of these gurus? No, it was not an overnight sensation. It was years of gathering information. It was years of trial and error, right? Got a couple flips, made a little bit of money, didn't make as much, and it was a beautiful thing, and it is still a beautiful thing. I love it. You know, I don't see myself ever doing anything else more than that. Do I like the real estate side of things more than the flipping side? No, I like the flipping side more because I don't have to check in with anybody, if that makes any sense, right? Like a manager or supervisor, or even sometimes a client, right? I don't have to do that as a flipping agent, right? Or as a flipping investor. As a real estate agent, you got to check in with your customers consistently and constantly. So I'm sharing this information because, again, we're going through this little gray area. And I think that if you're learning right now and you're paying attention, right, now is going to be the time that your life can completely change. With that being said, a lot of you guys might be real estate agents. That doesn't mean drop what you're doing and switch over to being an investor. It's not going to work that way. In fact, being a real estate broker and a real estate agent and having a real estate company gets me deals. Absolutely. It gets me deals just as much as me getting my own deals, right? So think about that. Think about that. Put that, ingraining that in your mind and take action. Take action. What would be some tips that I would give you? Number one, start hanging around with investors that are already doing the business. Can you cut your commission? Yeah, I always tell you don't cut your commission, right? But in this case, since you're learning, you're actually paying for your schooling, if that makes any sense, right? Think about that. That's how you become valuable to an investor. You get to learn from that stuff. Get your hands dirty. Don't sit back. When you have questions, ask them. I've been there a million times when I want to ask a question and I just don't ask the question because, I assume that I know the answer or it's kind of not the right time. No. It's always the right time. It's always the right time because the clock is always ticking for all of us. Tomorrow could be the bad time that you expired. Get it together, ladies and gentlemen. Get it together. Get your mindset ready. Hang out with investors. Hang out with real estate agents. Visit properties, right? Talk to contractors. And more importantly, I think more importantly, learn how to find these deals. They're not difficult to find. The difficult part is taking the initiative to get out there and talk to the real estate agent that has a deal, to the owner that is selling his home, property that's being sold, talking to an attorney who does probates, right? Going to a trustee sale, go check that out. Get out there. Now is the time. Right now you got to be on high speed, right? You got to learn as much as possible, as quickly as possible, so that this next phase, which again, my personal opinion, is only going to last a couple years, ladies and gentlemen. But those couple years can make you a lot of money. I hope you guys take some value from this video. I hope that, again, that my content is something that, that is helping you. And if it's not, let me know. If there's, I'm new at this, right? But I would like some feedback. I love feedback. Helps me, organize myself. It helps me create better content for you and everyone else. Any feedback, I would really appreciate that. Thank you guys very much. You guys have a fantastic day. You guys already know it's time to make money. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day.
I was a bat out of hell. One look at me, you think that I was destined to fail. 16 with the homies, ended up in a cell. And my crimes got much bigger on a different scale. Used to run around the hood, throwing my name up. Now they can't tame me and can't smoke enough. Man, this shit getting old, must be growing up. Any lesson life was teaching, I was showing up. You know I gotta thank my mama for her holding us down. 4 kids, she a soldier, nothing breaking her down. Welfare, food stamps, and toast to the ground. She the reason why we get it, how we getting it now. And thank God for my big bro Lorenzo, yo. Put some clothes on our backs when our funds got low. Yeah, I really came from nothing, I stay humble, bro. Grind hard and I hustle, that's the life I know. Yeah, so many things done changed. Deep rooted with my brothers, they gon' know our name. Told Ricardo, ain't no felon, we gon' kill this game. And if we take a couple losses, we gon' build on pain. See, whatever didn't break us, that's what's making us now. 17 became a father, had a reason to smile. You go hard or go broke, you can't live in denial. I chose one, went dumb and started winning in style. Fast forward 10 years, selling cribs to the people. 5 companies deep, hardest working Latinos. All muscle boy like a 6'5" El Camino. We the Ponce brothers, reppin' San Bernardino. Yeah, we do this for familia. Behind every great man is a great woman holding us down. Yeah. And our seeds are the next generation. And we teach them everything we know so that they may build on what we built until they all the way up.